be a problem for me to take that street now. And it's bad enough now. When that entire development gets built out, I shudder to think. I really do. I totally echo your comments.
Even when you come down, if you have a choice, Avenue is the same
Avondale's
problem.
the same way.
Although they have widened Avenue since I moved here.
Yeah.
A couple of things on that. One, the development you're referring to was approved about 8 years ago.
Would it be approved today?
Different conditions. There's things about view corridors that are required, so they couldn't block the views. It would be approved today, but it would have different set of requirements on it.
Would there be as much building in that area today?
Probably. In terms of density, density would be about the same.
That's scary to me because for exactly the reason that she's saying, and I see this throughout, throughout your downtown corridor, is we are jamming, and I don't disagree with your vision about density downtown. What I am very concerned about is the fact that the infrastructure is not there to support that density. I mean, if those buildings ever get filled out, and by my count in looking at your website this morning, there's 844 apartments that have gone in this particular area right down here. And then another 161 rooms in a hotel, and some 250,000 feet of office space, etc. And I just don't see that infrastructure has in any way been upgraded to take account for all these additional cars and these additional passes every day. I mean, you think about this community, I don't think these streets have changed since probably you were a lad.
Bear Creek Parkway was the first road put in Redmond in at least 15 years.
Yeah, and that's 0.21 of a mile with a bunch of signals. I'm sorry. I just don't, the whole big thing about Bear Creek Parkway, I can appreciate it maybe in 10 years, but right now it seems like a $9.3 million waste of money.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. The fact that one of the reasons I ran for city council and for mayor is because I didn't see the infrastructure getting built. I've been mayor a year and a half. To get a road built in a year and a half is like moving a mountain. And the fact downtown traffic is probably the highest area of agitation. It is. So I don't see it as a waste. I see it as part of a bigger project, as I described earlier. And you got to take a first step.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
Mondavio, which is further north, we don't consider necessarily part of the downtown. But the road I was talking about earlier, the 160th extension that was around Mondavio, that was one of the requirements for that development to occur, and then that requirement was taken off. When I was on the city council, I worked to get that requirement put back because Redmond Woodville Road can't handle it. Now I've been told by our engineers, well, they say we can do anything with enough money, but to widen Redmond Woodville from 109th to downtown is very expensive because it's on the edge of the hill, and that while 160th is expensive, it's much more feasible. And so the ideal is they would come down Redwood Road and peel off to 160th and come down.
And I'm sure that's going to delight all the people in those neighborhoods.
They're all very aware of it, and they're all ticked.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. Yeah.
Well, if I waited for everyone to be happy, I wouldn't get anything done.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I just, routing arterial traffic into neighborhoods, I don't see as a real positive move for quality of life in Redmond. I live on Education Hill, and we get the benefit of having people cut through our neighborhood because Avondale and Redwood are so close. And I can't disagree with those folks because they're just trying to get where they're going. But quality of life-wise, I think it is definitely sacrifices that in there.
Well, I would like to continue my answer. So besides the 160th coming around, we're also having our plans extending Willows Road up to Woodinville. And we're working with the city of Woodinville. They say in order to do that, they need a new interchange at 522. But the plan is that on Willows Road would be commercial traffic, trucks and so forth, and on the east side of the valley would be cars and people, residents and so forth. and having that extra through lane we hope would take some pressure off of Red Mill Road. So between adding the 160th extension, but these are all long range, and the Willows Road extension, these are all long range plans. And we try very hard to alert development, particularly people buying those developments, what's occurring. So at the end of 160th, there's a big sign that says, road to go through here. So when the road comes through in 15 years or whenever it happens, we did our best to warn you. Yes?
Isn't 166 4 lanes all the way from downtown? I don't know how far, I've never tried to go that far north.